Welcome to Slime News right here, joining Mr. Slime Media. Right here, this is gonna be my last video for the night. I'm talking about this news about Warner Brothers being for sale. Everybody knows about it last week. Warner Brothers is officially up for sale. Paramount tried to buy it not once but twice, and they denied Paramount when Paramount tried to buy it. Now some of the two highest bidders is coming down between Netflix and Universal, aka Comcast. So that's who they said is pretty much is neck and neck between them two who might get bought by as well. So Apple TV is in there as well, and Disney is in there as well, trying to get bought by Warner Brothers. So in my opinion, if I want to get Warner, if I feel like who I think Warner Brothers should go to and get bought by, I feel like it should be Universal. Definitely Comcast Universal. It makes more sense. They already have Harry Potter over there, and Harry Potter is like a WB product as well. Also, as well, you got the Fast and the Furious franchise, all the Jordan Peele's film, which him was not a bad film. Even though it wasn't Jordan Peele, that was like his production. His production company is with Universal, but him, it was not a bad film. People I know came at it about it and all that. Like I said, my theater reaction. I don't think it's the best film ever, but to me, it still was a solid film. It wasn't terrible or anything like that. But that's all the stuff that's at Universal, and of course, my favorite franchise. Even though it's kind of up in smoke right now. We don't know what's gonna happen to it. The Fast and Furious franchise is in Universal as well. So I feel like it's only right. It'd be good if it came to Universal. And now that makes more sense as well. I definitely would like to see that. I feel like they would do right by the DC universe and all that as well. We might get other kind of TV shows. We might, if I get the Titan season 6, definitely will come with Universal. Maybe Universal came into the fold. We finally get that Static Shock, like you see right here behind me. We finally get a Static Shock film we've been begging for a long time. Because James Gunn has been said how much of a big fan he is of Static Shock. And we know about the Static Shock Batman Beyond comic that comes out next year as well. So all that for certain, I would like to see it with Universal. Netflix, I don't want to get by Netflix because I don't want to see all WB product be on TV shows and all that and everything like that. That would just lower down the product to me if you put it on Netflix, put all WB product on Netflix. Then also that's what the Snyderverse is, where Zack Snyder does on Netflix. We don't need to revamp the Snyderverse. I feel like that. Even though I did like the Snyder stuff, I did like the first Suicide Squad movie. I was a fan of the Flashpoint movie. I know a lot of people didn't like it. I was a fan of that. But for certain, like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? We don't need to bring back the Snyderverse again. And also, as well, like, I don't feel like DC would be tainted if you put all their stuff and on TV, on Netflix and all that, instead of putting it out in theaters. I still think theaters is the best, fun, most exciting experience of going to the movies. Better than sitting at home watching, movies and at the crib and all. I feel for certain it's still better going out of theaters to see movies and instead of going to see them in the crib. I mean, instead of being at the crib, I should say, and watching movies, I still think it's better going out in the theaters and watching them. I feel like it's still that much better. So for certain, I don't want. That's why I don't want to get bought by Netflix. I just feel like Netflix, Apple TV. I don't want to see them on Netflix. I mean DC stuff or anything like that on TV. I rather see it out in theaters. I feel like it's still better the theater experience because, like I said, Sinners a WWB product. That was definitely much better seeing it in theaters than seeing it definitely at home. I enjoy Sinners. I still haven't seen it at home yet because, like I said, I'm still hyped off the experience of when I got to see it in theaters, which I still say Sinners, one of the best movies that came out this year. If you haven't seen Sinners, definitely check it out and see it. So, like I said, because I enjoy Sinners a lot. So, and Disney. Like I said, Disney, the best way I can say it, if Disney got bought by Warner, if Disney buys Warner Brothers, that's almost like KD going to the Warriors. It's like it's gonna be tainted again. I'm gonna feel like, come on, Disney, you got Star Wars, you already got Marvel, and I know people would love to see Marvel versus DC, all that kind of stuff. Is it already in the game? We already seen the game before Marvel versus DC, and of course in the comics we've seen a bunch of times Marvel versus DC. But no, come on, like and stuff like nah, man, that just wouldn't work. I feel like they wouldn't even let that go down. That's too much. Like when you got too much product, too much stuff, it just never is good. That's why people always get on KD. Even though I love KD, he wins me a lot of money on prize picks and stuff like that. So I love KD a whole lot as a basketball player. But that's why people put a taint on him, a stain on him, because they like, oh, he was with the Golden State Warriors. You know what I'm saying? That team was so, unstoppable and all that. So I feel like DC getting Warner Brothers. I mean, the Warner Brothers, I said DC going over there where Disney's at and all that. Warner Brothers going to Disney, just nah. They might even do the same thing they did with Chris Paul trade back in the day. Remember, Chris Paul was supposed to go to the Lakers back in the day, and David Stern vetoed that and everything. So I feel like they wouldn't, like I said, they just wouldn't let it go down like that. and all. So that's why I say like Disney already has too much stuff. They'd be unstoppable. It wouldn't work. It wouldn't make any sense. Too much, nah. Like Disney definitely don't need to get bought. Definitely I should say need to buy Warner Bros. I feel like it has to be somewhere like Comcast. It's only best fit over there with Universal. It would go so well hand in hand, everything like that with Universal. I feel like it would open up more horizon with more characters and all that. Like I said, we'll get the Static Shock film. Like I said, everybody's been asking for and all that because you see right here, I'm a big Static Shock fan. So for certain, man, for certain, and all. So that's why I say like hopefully, like I said, it happens soon. We find out who who Warner Brothers gets bought by, aka of course DC as well, who they get bought by and everything. So like I said, I know for like a few years ago, DC, like I said, they was going down here just putting out product and talking about getting everybody a movie and all that and everything. They even talked about doing a Wonder Twins movie. That didn't make any sense. Even though, like I said, that Batwoman movie, I still want to see it come out. Even though I know it's kind of part of the Snyderverse, I still want to see that Batwoman movie, I should say, come out. I still want to see how that's gonna look and all and stuff. They need to go in and put that out and everything. But yeah, man, DC, like I said, I can't wait to see who they get bought by. But I hope for certain, hope it's Comcast. Hope for certain it's Comcast, man, and all that. Please not let go to Netflix. No, I don't want it at Netflix. And of course, Disney don't need it. Apple TV don't need it. No, but I felt like I said, the best choice, easy to me, definitely go to Comcast Universal. Definitely be the best choice and all. So like I said, interested to see what happens where DC, aka Warner Brothers, where they go and all that. But like I said, the two highest bidders right now up for is gonna come down to Netflix and Universal. Let's see who gets it and all. So very exciting and all that. Like I always say, if you like the content on here, like the subscribe button, this side news right here, don't limit to Slime Media. This right here, when I'm talking about DC being up for sale, aka Warner Brothers being up for sale, who they should get bought by and all that. So like I said, man, I ain't done no videos in a minute. I'll be back doing more and more videos right here in this garage. The next 2 days, I'm gonna do a review on the Smash Machine, the rock movie that came out earlier this month. I'm gonna do a review on that and the movie Roof Man starring Channing Tatum, which I saw last weekend. You saw I did a reaction to that. That was a pretty good movie. I'm gonna talk more in depth about that. So more and more reviews come. I still haven't seen Tron yet. I heard different reactions about Tron, but I am gonna try to go see Tron because, like I said, I've heard iffy 50-50 things about it. But I still want to check out just to see about the movie, see if it's good, is it not good. So I definitely want to go see Tron and all. But like I said, I'm back doing my movie reviews on stuff and everything. I know the Black Phone 2 that came out as well, the remake. So I might check that out because I've heard some good things about that as well. So I might check that out as well and all and stuff. So like I said, only big one I'm looking forward to that comes out for the year is always Avatar. I can't wait to see how Avatar 3 is gonna be. Definitely excited about that and all. But y'all be blessed. Have a good night / good morning. I know it's 2 a.m. right now. Like I said, appreciate anybody that's even watching this video right now or that's up with me. Man, definitely, but this right here is my review about DC getting bought, aka Warner Brothers. See where they're gonna go, who they'll get bought by. Y'all be blessed. Good night.